Hello, I'm going to show you now how to put the template onto the fabric that you've cut. I'm going to use a glue pen. If you haven't got one of these, you can use a pin, so no problem, just to make sure it stays in the same place. With the glue pen, which is for fabric only, you just put the glue onto that centre section of the template and then turn it over and stick it onto your fabric like that. Next part is you want to take some scissors and you want to cut out your template, leaving about 1 centimetre, 2.5 or 1 inch all the way round. This just makes it quite easy to fold in. And you should end up with something that looks like that. Next thing we're going to do then is we're going to stitch the template into the fabric. So take your first side and a needle and thread, and I'm going to use red today just so that you can see what I'm actually doing. And you're going to work a couple of little stitches. I've got a knot in mine, so that makes it a lot easier to get started. Just through the fabric. Go to your next corner, fold it over, and another couple of stitches into the fabric. And you keep going round, pushing with your thumb the fabric onto the shape of the card and doing a couple of little stitches on each of those corners. The card that I'm using I've printed on the photocopier, and I've used a 160 gram card, and the needle that I'm using is an embroidery needle and it's a size 7. Thread I'm using is a cotton coats thread. If you're using cotton to make your patches, then it's a good idea to use cotton thread with it. Because it blends nicely with the fabric. So I've gone all the way around. I'm back to the last section here, and the reason I've done that is so that you end up with a line of thread across that last side, just to make sure that it keeps everything in place. Pull that through. Oops, there we go. And then I'm just going to trim off that end. The next section we're going to do is actually to join up 2 bits of templates. So on here, I've done another one earlier. I'm going to put them right sides together, and again I'm going to use a red thread, just hopefully so that you can see it a bit better. I've got a knot in the end of it, and I'm just going to pull that through, and I'm just going through the very edge of the fabric. I'm trying not to catch the card inside, because it just makes it again easier for us to take them out once we've assembled the block. And you keep going along, nice little stitches. Traditionally they aim for 20 stitches or thereabouts per side, and the shape of this template is called a honeycomb, and it's a kind of squished hexagon, and it's a very nice design to put together with squares. So if you see, I'm just coming along, making nice little stitches all the way along. And if you want, you can make up quite a few of these templates before you start to stitch together, and then they do come together really nice and quickly. I'm just going to do a couple of little anchoring stitches on the end, cut my thread, leave a little bit of a tail, and there you go. You've actually created your first joined up piece, and that will flatten out. There we go. Thank you.